This is an Ultrasabers Archon 2.1 lightsaber hilt. It's sort of a Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi style lightsaber hilt. It shares some of the design features, although it's not totally a carbon copy, and it's not really a true thin neck design also. So it tapers a bit in the neck area, but if you're looking for a true thin neck lightsaber from Ultrasabers, you would want to go with the Archon 3.1, which definitely has a more defined taper in that neck area. So here's kind of a peek on the inside. You can see that it's still 1 inch in diameter in the inside of this hilt. So we have the flanged emitter at the top and the neck area right here, and then the body. So the body has this nice grooved grip section, and then the cover tech wheel is near the bottom, and the cover tech wheel is included with this hilt design. Not all of the Ultrasabers lightsaber hilts include the cover tech wheel, so that's nice. And then finally we have the pommel section, the two-toned pommel with the kind of nice pommel cube design, the very, original trilogy kind of style pommel. And it's vented. And there's, this is the kind of standard pommel that this hilt comes with. There's also kind of an all-silver pommel if that's more of what you want as well. So it's a really beautiful hilt, and it is kind of neat that it's a pseudo thin-necked hilt, because there are some kind of thin neck hilts. They're not as good for dueling, for example. So it's kind of nice. You can have a little bit of that thin neck appearance to the hilt without it being a true thin neck hilt. So it's a beautiful hilt. I like the design a lot. And this groove section also, it's very smooth, so these are not rough edges. That's definitely a perk. But yeah, it's overall this sort of original trilogy style lightsaber without being really screen accurate. Definitely not a carbon copy of the Luke Skywalker lightsaber, but it shares a lot of the design features. And another nice thing about this hilt too is several of these pieces are removable. So I can take apart the emitter, and the neck is removable, and then also the pommel. So it gives you some flexibility. You could kind of change some of these pieces around if you wanted to. They're MHS compatible, which is modular hilt system. That means you could use various MHS compatible parts from Ultrasabers on the hilt if you wanted to. You could also get some MHS parts from the custom saber shop. They're the ones that originated that whole system. So here's kind of how it breaks apart, and now I'll just kind of put it back. So anyway, this has been kind of a look at the Archon 2.1. It's sort of an original trilogy style lightsaber that doesn't necessarily directly model any of the lightsaber hilts, but it has very much kind of a lightsabery feel, especially because of that flanged emitter and that pseudo thin neck below it, this groove section in the grip area, and certainly the kind of pommel cubes in the pommel area. So here it is, you guys, the Archon 2.1 from Ultrasabers.